Hello Leo, welcome to Sarah's Tarot. Here is your birthday reading for 2019 to 2020. And I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I'm going to be drawing a card for each month throughout the year. And I also have a card with your guardian angel for this year, Leo. Okay, so we'll start with your first card, and I'm going to begin with August, which is your birthday month. Although I do realise some of you will have a birthday that falls at the end of July. So let's start with your first card, which is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a card of happiness. It's a card of fulfillment. It's a card of feeling as if all is good in your world. So August looks to be a very happy and contented month for you. I feel as if many of you will be spending time with family, with friends. Perhaps some of you will be on holiday this month. There will certainly be a lot of activity outdoors, I feel. If you see in this card, we have the typical family, mum, dad and 2 children. And here we have a rainbow. So if some of you have been through some difficulties recently, then August looks to be a month where those difficulties will be passing by, and you will be able to tap into happier times throughout August. I get a really lovely energy when I see this card. For some of you, this is the happy ever after. I will also say though that there could be, for some of you, a desire to achieve this in your life. So it may be that August you go in search of this wonderful fulfillment that is depicted in this card. And then we move on to September. Page of Wands, fire sign energy such as yourself. So that's either Aries, Leo or Sag. Now, the Page of Wands indicates a new start, a new beginning, and it's a card of energy. It's a card of motivation and positivity. So you're feeling very positive throughout September. You're ready to start something new. If you look at this card, you know, it's facing towards this wonderful happy ever after. So some of you may be starting a family, moving into a new home, even changing location in September, or starting a kind of new venture, new project, that kind of thing. It's a lovely card to have with regard to inspiration and opening new doors and stepping out into a new awareness, a new chapter. You know, this is you with your head held high, Leo, throughout September. And then we move on to October, and we have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is a card that relates to air signs, that is Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. Now, you may have dealings with this lady during the month of October. If you do, she will be someone who is very direct, very straightforward and blunt. She kind of tells you things as she sees it, and she doesn't suffer fools gladly. In other words, she doesn't mince her words, and sometimes she can be perhaps a little too blunt, but one thing's for sure, she's always honest. And this could be a female boss, work colleague, mother-in-law, even a mother. That kind of energy is coming through here. And I feel as if there will be some home truths shared throughout the month of October. In actual fact, this could very well be a Libra lady around you, as it does fall during their birthday month. So look out for this, ladies. You know, you may not like what she's telling you. You may not like what she's telling other people. But I feel as if there's a lot of honesty behind her words. And sometimes we just kind of need to hear certain things. And, you know, they say the truth hurts, but at least you know where you stand with her. Okay, so we move on now to November. 10 of Wands. Okay, so you can see here this guy is carrying 10 wands and is having difficulty in seeing his or her way ahead. And this may be how you are feeling during this month of November. You may feel as if you have an awful lot on your plate. There appears to be so much to do and not enough time. Now, you are hard workers, Leo, and, you know, very ambitious as well. So it could be that you have possibly taken on a little too much. And by November, you are feeling the strain. So, you know, perhaps this could indicate the need to be aware of this, you know, and try to make sure that you're not overdoing things or get to a point where you feel worn out by November. You know, draw the line and say no sometimes, you know. Realise you're only human, Leo. Even though you do like to be busy, sometimes we can burn the candle at both ends and end up regretting it. So, yeah, I just feel there's a need to slow down a little bit throughout November. And then we have your next card, which is for December. 4 of Wands. Wonderful card, a card of celebration. It is December, so some of you may be celebrating Christmas or Yule or other religious or spiritual festivals that are taking place throughout that month. Whatever it is, it indicates that you will be meeting up with people of like mind. You will be having get-togethers, attending events, and really kind of letting your hair down. And some of you may be on holiday that month, actually booking a holiday away. Certainly taking time off from work or time off from whatever it is you do. So it's, you know, it's an indication that it's a month where you will get the chance at some point to put your feet up and to let your hair down, you know, and to celebrate. So it's a month for celebration with the 4 of Wands. And then we move on to January, and we have the Hermit card. So January sees you feeling a little kind of withdrawn, perhaps, and there seems to be a need for you to step back. You know, it's like you're in, you sort of withdraw into a bit of a shell throughout January. Maybe it's to do with the festivities throughout December, and you kind of need some you time, some time to yourself to unwind, to re-energize, and to think things through. It's like your lantern is faced towards the year ahead. This is 2020 now. So happy new year, Leo. And you're looking at your life. You're looking ahead here. Not just at now, but you're looking ahead. And you're trying to find solutions and a way forward in some way. You know, you're examining your your life and wondering about your next move. There may be certain issues going on in your life that do need some time, you know, for some deep reflection. I feel you are in deep thought here, you know, and uncharacteristically, I feel many of you, Leo, will kind of want to be on your own. You know, you tend to be a people person, but sometimes you can get a little bit overwhelmed, and you do enjoy your own company. You know, a very independent sign, and January is one of those months where you kind of need to just get your head around everything that's going on. And then your next card, wow, the Lovers card. So there could be a connection here with a love situation, a relationship, or a partnership. The Lovers card is a card that relates to decisions, it relates to commitment. And we're talking here of the card for February. So, the Lovers card, February. Yes, Valentine's Day falls that month. Perfect, perfect. So this could be quite a romantic month for many of you, Leo, you know. For others, there could be a need to sort of examine whether you are happy in your relationship. So it could go either way. But this certainly indicates a period where you will be thinking about your love life. And if you're single, you'll be wondering whether it's time to fall in love again, to find someone new. You know, would you like a partner in your life? This may be what you're thinking about throughout January, and perhaps some of you go in search of it during February. And your card for March is the Empress, the beautiful, creative, loving Empress. This card relates to Venus, and as such also relates to love, whether that's self-care or care of others. But first of all, I feel there is a need here during March to focus on self-care, to look after yourself. Just as you do others, you do tend to have a very caring way about you. And sometimes that needs to be extended to yourself. And I feel there is an indication of that here with this card. But I also feel that this card is asking you to look after your diet, your lifestyle, and your general well-being, you know. But maybe March is a month where you decide to take up some kind of sport, change your diet, pamper yourself, you know, beautify yourself. It's that kind of month, I feel. You can see the sign of Venus here. As she sits here, this Empress, surrounded by beauty and abundance. So it's a month where beauty and self-care is very important to you. You know, your general well-being is very important to you. And it could also have a connection with this card here and this card here, in that, you know, if there is a relationship around you, if you are involved with someone or getting involved with someone, then these two cards together indicate a need to nurture this relationship, to help it grow, because the Empress is all about growth. And then we'll move on to April's card, which is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card indicates that you may be waking up to something during the month of April. There's a kind of aha moment that comes to you at some point that month, where you are sort of waking up and smelling the coffee with regard to a certain situation or person around you. It may be to do with this relationship situation, or potential relationship situation that we've been discussing here. Or it could be to do with your general day-to-day life. You know, are you happy with the way things are progressing throughout 2020? Do you want more from life? You know, would you like to make certain changes? Because the Judgment card is asking you to really kind of step forward now and follow your heart. You know, if it's a work situation that's on your mind, this could be a turning point here where you decide to change your career, leave your job and try something new. If it's a relationship issue, some of you may decide to walk away and bring something to an end, because there's just a feeling of you wanting something different. Something is changing and stirring within you during April. Spring is coming in, and that can often prompt us into making certain changes. But I feel there's a transformation going on with you here throughout April, and it is an important month for change and a real turning point for some of you. And then we have May's card, which is the Strength card, and that's your card, Leo. The Strength card is related to the sign of Leo, and that is because, Leo, you tend to be such strong people, you know. And May, you are stepping into your own power. You are tapping into that wonderful Leo strength. Look at the lion here. You are the brave Leo, the lion, aren't you? And that's depicted here in the card. You have this ability to calm situations down. You have this ability to take situations on. You know, you are a strong person, and you know, you're moving forward here. You're kind of making a decision to follow the beat of your own drum as the year progresses. And May is a month where you are stepping into your own power and facing up to any challenges or situations that you have to deal with. And then we have the card for June, which is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a card that relates to determination. It's a card that relates to perseverance. So there's clearly something here going on where you need to be at your strongest. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be heard, and you know, you need your views to be heard as well as your feelings. You know, you could find that in some ways you may feel as if you're on your own here with certain people or certain situations, but you know, as I said, you are strong, but this card does also ask you to realise that actually sometimes it's okay to ask for help. So if you feel you're up against it at all during these months, that's May and June, and do realise that there is help out there. There are people that are willing to step in and give you some support. Okay, you don't have to deal with any issues on your own. As strong as you are, you know, you are human, and it's fine to ask for help. And your final card, which is for July, is the wonderful Temperance card. This is a really beautiful card in so many ways, because not only does it speak of peace and harmony and balance, it also indicates that the angels are very much around you during this month, helping you to calm a certain situation, helping to bring peace to your life. And I feel this will be a month where balance is restored, and spirit are very much around you throughout July, helping you to achieve a balanced outcome, helping you to calm the waters, just like this angel is doing as she pours water between two cups. This is a card that indicates solutions. You know, we were looking here at solutions, weren't you, in January? Well, it looks to me that by July things do start to calm down and become a lot more reasonable and positive, especially if you're dealing with a particular person. You know, this is about compassion, it's about compromise, and it's about achieving the middle ground throughout July. It looks to be quite a peaceful month for many of you. Okay, so let's take a look at your guardian angel for this year, Leo. Your guardian angel is the angel of happiness. How wonderful! So the angels are coming in this year and they are helping you to achieve happiness in your life and to help you let go of any sadness, disappointment, regrets that you may have been feeling. And they are going to help you open the door to what makes you happy, Leo. So call on your guardian angel, for they are there right by your side. And I'd like to say a big happy birthday to you, Leo. I hope you have enjoyed your birthday reading. If you have, please give the reading a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to order your own personal reading for the year ahead, where I can go into much more detail, then you can do so through my link below. Have a wonderful birthday, a wonderful year. Bye for now.